Helldivers 2 is a third-person squad-based shooter that sees the elite forces of the Helldivers battling to win an intergalactic struggle to rid the galaxy of the rising alien and monster threats. What does that mean? It means there's a hell of a lot of bugs and aliens out there. We gotta put our gear on, get our weapons, and start blasting, and most importantly, run a lot. These enemies will catch up to you super fast, and with only limited amount of health and limited ammo, you really got to be smart about your supply drops and try not to die as much as possible. Now, this third-person shooter has a lot to offer when it works. The worst ones are the amount of times that I got booted from the game for no reason at all, and I had to wait to get back in from 5 minutes up to over an hour because the servers are at max capacity. I understand that this is a new game and it was way more popular than Arrowhead Studios had envisioned. However, this is what we're dealing with. This is an online only game, and to not be able to, one, have good matchmaking to play with other people and also just simply get in the game, to me, it's really hard to recommend to people, at least until they fix these main issues. They have come out with many updates, but a lot of times an update would come out and then I would encounter even more issues because of the update. So I look forward to seeing where this game goes, and hopefully they can make the fixes that are needed while this game has major popularity. So what exactly do you do in Helldivers? Well, really the whole point of this game is to level up. That way you get access to these stratagems. Now, a good example is, say, the guard dog, which is available at level 10. I was really excited for this one. It'll follow you around, take out small enemies while you're trying to take down a crazy titan or a charger. But a good tip that I can provide to you, if there's any tip, would be reach level 20, and once you do so, get yourself the railgun. Now, you can have the option to keep it on safe or unsafe mode, and I would highly advise you put in unsafe mode. Just don't let it charge up all the way because it will blast in your face. But this weapon, if you do headshots on a titan, charger, these other enemies that you're just running away from early on and you just can't defeat, this thing will take them out. Once me and my buddy figured this one out, the game became a lot more fun because we weren't just dying all the time. On each mission you go to on these planets, you're going to find these common samples, you're going to find rare samples, and then you have these really ultra rare ones, but that's only going to be available to you in suicide missions, which is difficulty 7. But being able to get to higher level difficulties, it gets way more sweaty, and you're able to find more of these rare samples, and you also get increased experience points, which will help you level up as well. Helldivers 2 is pay to win, right? No, it's not, and I'm going to explain to you why. All I know is PS5, so when I hit square and I go over here to super credits, you do have the ability to purchase super credits. I don't like that this is here. Why? Because you're paying $40 for a game, or like myself, I pay $60 for the game, but the Super Citizen Edition, which gave me an armor and some other stuff. I was just really excited, so I bought it. So they have a superstore, and I will say, like, this is some of the ugliest gear that you'll find. However, if you look at the item info here, the armor passive abilities, they're no different than the ones that you're going to be able to earn in-game, because you have your regular war bond progression, which costs no money to you at all. And in my opinion, it's better than the paid version, and I'm going to get to that in a minute here. But you get these boosters, and to me, that's going to be extremely helpful because that's going to be for your whole team. So when you're getting locked and loaded, you're trying to figure out what weapons you're going to choose in your stratagem abilities, you can also insert one of these boosters and to help out your team. Now, with the war bond progression for the premium edition here, this does cost additional funds. If you do get this, the one weapon, the one thing that I have found in this whole entire thing so far is this weapon, the AR-23E. This thing is dirty. It's a shotgun, but it has burst mode, and it just goes crazy. And with this and my other favorite weapon that I have mentioned already to you, the railgun, these two are a great combination to be able to take out a bunch of small enemies and the big armored monsters and robots as well. Now, a mini game that I absolutely love is Stratagem Hero. Me and my buddy played this thing over and over again for hours. And I will say that it does help you because in order to utilize your stratagems or your supplies or really anything in this game other than shooting a weapon, you're going to have to input these codes. And Stratagem Hero is exactly that. It's just a makeup of the different codes to see how high of a level you can go. And it does really help with trying to memorize and just input these codes in a lot faster. This is just one of those games that you have to play for yourself to really see and feel the full experience. It's not really one, in my opinion, to like watch it and then try to review it from that angle. It is an experience, like once you're in there, in these different planets, in these worlds, trying to just survive, it really makes a great experience that, you know, for an online only game, they did do this thing right. They found a way for 4 players to really have to work together as a team to get to the extraction and make it out for mission complete. If you are stuck with 3 dodos, I'm sorry, because you know what? These people can blow you up. It's going to happen. And honestly, it's part of the fun. But once you reach higher level difficulties, you'll be partnered up with people that have been in this for a little while and that are moving forward just like you for democracy. As of today, I have 86 hours put in Helldivers 2, and I have to say it has been a lot of fun. I'm just kind of frustrated that a quarter of that time was me waiting to get in. It's hard for me to give this game a score to review simply because of its current state. I don't know if it's fair for me to give it a score. If they were to fix things, I would give this game an 8 out of 10. But I don't think it's fair to release a game for $40 that is borderline unplayable, and that they did put super credits in there to simply make money, maybe once the game dies down or whatever, but to keep the money flowing in. I just don't like that we are paying full price pretty much for games that still have microtransactions. Even if the way that they did it isn't that bad, I don't know, maybe they'll expand that out more in the future. I'm not really sure, but it does set a precedence for games that are becoming very trendy and skyrocketing, much like Pale World and the finals. I mean, there's many of these games that are just taking off very early on, but they are dying off. And I hope Helldivers 2, I hope that doesn't happen to this game. I hope they do right by players. Hope they offer more incentives for those that are dealing with issues. I'm happy that they're coming out with the updates. And to me, all in all, I think that this game is going to be worth your time if you so choose to get it in the future. Make sure you click on the screen. That's going to take you to more videos here at BSparks Gaming for PS5 reviews and gameplays. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.